cheers you all as we race one hand on that track racer rig and Fanatec wheel that holds him in, does not make him quake. Late night, pixel sun, every stream a hilarious run. Just one more, then it's done, but we're still here in the saddle. Mike goes racing, we go too. Click that subscribe, you'll miss your cue. Come for the banter, stay for the fun. Jump in once, you'll never leave. Mike goes racing, lights all green. You two catch the in-between. Pit crew bigger every lap. Say hi, you're on the track. Hey! Jokes in the sidebar, somehow you're already barred. From a high to a heart, to a long with a wrench and a story. New sub, big cheer, and a super jet that caused a spin out. We all cheer, then laugh, cause it's part of the glory. Mike goes racing and we go too. Click that subscribe, you'll miss your cue. Come for the banter, stay for the fun. Drop in once, you'll never leave. Mike goes racing, lights all green. You two catch the in-between. Pit crew bigger every lap. Say hi, you're on the track. Oh yeah. Tiny as a streamer that stole your heart. Come for better. You're in the pit crew, part of the plan. Mike goes racing, feel that rush. Spam those emotes, flood that chat. Came for chaos, here you stand. Come for better. Ended up a fan. New name and fate, what's this? One dumb joke, stop using traction control. That comment you can't resist. Now the chat gives you shit, wrenches in hand, mods on deck, every new sub, another name on the spec. Sprime is about to start! Mick goes racing, hit that subscribe. Tiny Aussie streamer that stole your heart. Come for the banter, became a fan. You're in the pit crew, part of the plan. Mick goes racing, feel that rush. Spam those emotes, flood that chat. Blush came for chaos, here you stand. Come for banter, ended up a fan. From one viewer to a full branching, we were strangers. Now it's race action near yeah. Hey! Mike goes racing, hit that subscribe. That tiny Aussie streamer that stole your heart. Come for the banter, stay a fan. You're in the pit crew, part of the plan. Mike goes racing, lock it in. Last lap laugh and a widescreen grin. You just dropped in, now you're a pit crew member. Come for banter. Hey, you're up a fan. Strive is about to start. Stream is about to start. Lights in the rig, chest play quick, make jumping on the grid. Alright, send it. Hey. Foot on the pedal, a grin in the can. You came for a scroll, now you're part of the plan. He's got a pep miss you all as we race one hand on that track racer rig, and Fanatec wheel that holds him in does not make him quake. Late night, pixel sun, every stream a hilarious run. Just one more, then it's done, but we're still here in the saddle. Mike goes racing, we go too. Click that subscribe, you'll miss your cue. Come for the banter, stay for the fun. Drop in once, you'll never leave. Mike goes racing, lights all green. You two catch the in-between. Pit crew bigger every lap. Say hi, you're on the track. Hey! Jokes in the sidebar, somehow you're already bored. From a high to a whore, to a long paper wrench and a story. New sub, big cheer, and a superjet that caused to spin out. We all cheer, then laugh, 'cause it's part of the glory. Mike goes racing and we go too. Click that subscribe, you'll miss your cue. Come for the banter, stay for the fun. Drop in once, you'll never leave. Mike goes racing.
Well, hello. I do apologise about the slight delay there. Had to go to the toilet. But welcome in. It always annoys me when this happens. Hope everybody's well. Happy Friday. There we go. Hopefully vertical stream sort of works tonight. I hope, because I don't think it worked Wednesday. But Richie, Eugene, Red Storm, Dan F1, welcome in, legends. Hope you're all well. Let's see if this button works. I don't know, it may work. Trying to get some things to work around the stream. It seems not to be working. Cheers. Let's get into it. Let the wheel do its thing. For you guys up on the big screen. Russ, hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. So where were we going for tonight's races? So we're doing Tokyo Express East counterclockwise for 30 minutes. Mount Panorama for 15 laps, and then Watkins Glen a long course for 30 minutes. So that will give us some practice for next week, because Watkins Glen is race B, from having a look at what the rumors are. So let's get into it. Make sure you change your oils. Wayne, welcome in, legend. All the racing fans. Hope everybody's doing well. Aussie Sim, welcome in, legends. Let's give it a wash. Then we'll do some oils, and then we'll get into it. Look. Yeah, don't forget, Gr.4 886. Actually, where's my controller? Makes it a lot easier for when we get into everything. So for those that just want to be part of the league experience, the next, or Group 2, or the Group 3 league will kick off on, I think it was the 28th of September. I did put a post up in the 25th, sorry, because we'll have next Friday will be the last day of, possibly, which looks like really good. So it'll be interesting to see what we get from that. Watching the footy. You'd rather watch the footy than have some fun. Nah, it's all good, mate. Who are you watching? Was it Bulldogs Collingwood, or were you watching the league, which I think was the Sea Eagles versus someone? Zex, welcome in, legend. Hope you're well. And there was also Monkey over on Twitch. Hello, hello, hello. I've also got to go through all of those tabs and close them. So let's create our league. Panthers, Bulldogs. Why did I think it was? Why did I think it was? Where the hell did I get the Seagulls from then? Quality, no, it's endurance, real, no. First one was. Hmm. 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 Okay, Express. Here it is. East, kind of clockwise, which we had last week. I think it was last week. Was it last week? The weeks before? Yeah, I did. I did. I did. I did. It's quite nice. Seagulls beat the Dragons. Ah, okay. Roger. Roger. Up the walls. Up the walls. Real. Slight. Has anybody noticed this one? Championship. Has anybody tested this championship? Championship. Yeah. It's pretty normal that sort of stuff comes as well. Championship damage, which is an interesting one. Qualifying. I think 5 minutes should be plenty there. Here we will use just those usable tires, required tires, medium and softs, prohibited, engine swaps prohibited, NA. Oh yeah. Well, how much longer? Because even with when you have damage heavy, you need to go into the pits to fix it. And then what will championship be? Are you completely gone? Engine blows up? What's going on? Because I'm pretty sure they snuck this in the recent update with the new cars because I haven't seen it before. Car collision penalty, pit lane on. So there we go. That should be everything. Let's just go back through it all instead of rushing like we did last time. League night. Yeah, race for real 16. I wish you could push that to. Actually, I was seeing for NASCAR 26, there's up to 40 races available for an online race. That's ridiculous. Rolling start. Thank you very much for the 10 likes, you legends. Slowest first. Obviously, we got just the brake balance for the bop. No boost. Slipstream real. Light mechanical. Oh, really? Yeah, we don't usually put it on anyway. It's usually just light, so it just goes away by itself. Visible damage, tires and fuel 3x3. Let's just increase that to 5. Um, yeah. NASCAR 26. It gets released. It drops on the 18th of September. So that day we will do we will do, or that night we'll do streaming to see how it goes. So it also gives you guys a bit of a, excuse me, a bit of a, excuse me, a bit of a, bit of an understanding on how NASCAR 26 works as well. It also gives you something else other than just Gran Turismo all the time or whatever other games you play. But room ID VHNDV4. So that's VHNDV4. I'll put that in the stream. So let's go. Daniel, welcome in, legend. Yeah, they've added, it's half price at the moment. It is half price at the moment, so do make from what I've seen on what I've seen through the community. So that's pretty good. Ah, Wezel, welcome in, legend. Welcome in. Oh, the AI bot is back. Must be circling through. Must be just circling through the lobbies tonight. It's always interesting to see the AI bot come in. Oh, he wants to be friends. The AI bot wants to be friends. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Awano's already in. Yeah, let's get it going. Get that record. No, I actually don't need to record these streams. No. Oh, he commented in the Discord today. He commented in the Discord. So he's still just alive. Oh, do I need to do this? There we go. I don't think anybody will be in that one. Driver rating we don't need. This. That's the one we want. Keep this one. Refresh. 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 So now it's all been updated. But yeah, VX was on Discord today, which was good to see. Now close that. Close that. Close that. Thank you very much for the 14 viewers on YouTube and the 4 viewers over on Twitch. Slowly growing, which is nice to see. Slowly growing. What do we got? If there's anybody else wanting to jump in, you're more than welcome to. More than welcome to. Wow, tomorrow is meant to be 3 degrees colder than today. Interesting. Interesting. Well, did everybody forget about the leagues on Friday? I guess last week I sort of put a destroyed it all with doing the 24-hour, which will come back. We'll give it another go in a which we'll give it another go in in November. So the AI bot's looking very much like an A+ driver. I'm loaded up while a game. I don't know what state you're in, but I'm over. I need to. Where the bloody hell's that? I'm in Grizzy Russ. I feel like I've heard of that place. GUNN. Canada. That's why. I remember seeing the name. Ooh. Oh, no. Gotta check if it's legit. Yeah, that's all good, mate. That's all good. That's all good. See who else is... Oh, that's me. Elwano. This should be quite an interesting, fun set race. Yeah, I think we've got a bit of rain coming for the next couple of weeks. Yeah. Yeah, we were in, when we did our travels last year, I think we went through it. Looking at it. We went from Dubbo. Actually, no, we went past it, I remember. Yeah, West Wyalong to Dubbo. Stayed in Dubbo for like 4 nights. Then we cut across to... Where did we cut across to? It was like just outside of... It was like out the back of Port Macquarie somewhere. Singleton, sorry. Out the back of Singleton somewhere, I think it was. I don't know. I'd have to look back through that whole memory and whole thing. Gonna Dex me, AI bot. Storm's out there. These guys jump in. So we've got H Jones. That's Mr. Sim Racing. So what we'll do, we'll give it 5 minutes. Give it 5 minutes. I'll set the timer up. Let everybody know. But yeah, that was a bit of an experience, wasn't it? The old, or those that were part of the journey, the old traveling in a caravan. Marty, welcome in, legend. Nah, because it was more. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been Singleton. It was out the back of. That's Nambucca. That's too far. It was out the back of Newcastle. I have to look at it. And it was like in the middle of BF Auto. Cessnock maybe? No. Curry, East Maitland, Lovedale. Yeah, it was out the back of Singleton. I remember it was out the back of Singleton. So I thought Singleton was more... more that way. Buddy, Mellowong, Paulo Heights. Yeah, I'd have to have another look through the experience we had. Sean, how are we, legend? No? You can jump in, mate. Got 5 minutes. Got 5 minutes. Yeah, it's crazy on how everything is. But yeah, we still got room. Well, still got plenty of room. Still got time. Oh, here we go. I haven't seen this name in a while. M60 Pattern 77. How are we, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. But moving forward, how it's going to look moving forward is Monday. Because I'm just all Monday, I'll probably receive my letter of offer for my job. So I'm guessing it'll either be the following Monday or probably Wednesday or something throughout that. What I'm looking at doing is once I go back to work, Monday will be an earlier stream than usual. So it'll be about 4:30 till about 7:30. So obviously the changeover of the new dailies. Then Friday, so there'll be no Wednesday stream. It'll be Friday. Will be league night. So it'll be Monday and then Friday at this current point in time, and then we'll see how we go as time progresses. And then if you are in the Discord, obviously a lot more chatting goes on in there, especially out after hours. So yeah, Monday and Friday is probably how it's going to look for us as we sort of move forward in that aspect. So I still keep the channel alive, and then it'll be upload a video sort of once a week, whether it be about the week's dailies or I'll try and get one long form out per month, and then the goal is to also be able to seen that. The goal is to try and get a few things underway here with other things that I want to do with the channel or channels. So that should be fun. So yeah, you won't see my face too much in other people's streams, unfortunately, just due to timings. But what I'll start doing, mate, it's not all about the DRs. It's about just having fun. That's all these are for. It's just about having fun. But yeah, then I've got to start pushing out people from or rating streams anyway on the Twitch side of things. So that should be something I'll look forward to as time goes on. So if you are on Twitch, let me know, follow me, and we'll get everything going. Yeah, there's been a few times, Russ, where I've been really a CS and I've somehow managed to win the race. A couple of R's and let's go. Everybody's out on track. Yeah, try and add some light music in the background. while we stream as well. Actually, what tires do I even have on? Oh, it helps, doesn't it? Oh, that's a bit brutal. This is whereabouts are you situated with all of that? I know I could probably sit there and try and push some more time. I might do that tomorrow night. Might try and do some qualifying time. See what happens. But thank you very much for the 18 likes over on the tube. Greatly appreciated. Or maybe 5 minutes was probably a little bit too too short. But this seems like a good week of league racing. I've got to sit down and do the group 3s. So that'll be fun as well. I'll sit down and I'll actually work all of the 8 weeks out. So those that are in the Discord can do what they need to do. What was the time you set for race C, Russ? I feel I could probably sneak into the 53s. I think I'm a 54.4 or 54.2. Wow, looks like a one lap and you're done situation, this does. It's crazy to me that this particular track, obviously I do a money grind on it quite often, and this sitting at a 230 to 233 sort of k's per hour feels so slow. Yeah. Oh look, it does feel like eternity, but when you really break it down, like if you're sitting sort of P3 to P6 when it comes to a race, you're doing well. But I guess for your driving, your level of driving, if you're sitting anywhere really between a second to probably 1.2 in regards to whoever the fastest guy is, you're not doing too bad. Because yeah, I feel like some days I feel like I'm miles off when it comes to my positioning when it comes to quality time. There we go. Sean. So the guys that manage that extra sneaky lap will be able to get an extra lap in. How nice. If you are viewing from the vertical over on YouTube, do let me know with a thumbs up. So I'm trying to know. I want to know if it works. I want to know if it works. Let's see how we go. Storm with a 2:14.5. Far out. Let's see what happens here. No. Tiny times on. Eugene's favorite GD7 streamers on. Interesting. I can never find it when I'm trying to search for it. Never. Yeah, the Peugeot is not the best at race C. It shouldn't be too bad next week. Shouldn't be too bad next week. We'll set it for 2 minutes. Then we'll get into the racing for the half an hour. And then let's get into it. Yeah, well, it doesn't help too that with the time Astro big car. Yeah, that's a particular someone that we all know. Particular someone we all know. But that is a very quick time. Very quick time. Let's still see if this is going to work. I just don't know how it works. Yeah, the shapes livery is pretty cool too. Then you got Aussie Sim Racer in the BP Ultimate. Come on. Oh no. Is the dog not well? Oh, excuse me. Oh, there we go. We'll see how everybody goes, because it'll be softs to start. Then I'm going to say a lot of people will be jumping on the mediums. Oh yeah, is it? It'd be green though, wouldn't it? He was like he's gone outside the chew the grass, and then he would have vomited. I remember our shepherd doing that. Would always chew grass and then throw it up. But starting P3, see how we go. Oh, I didn't even set any of that before the quali before. At least it's not a cat and then chokes up a hairball. Let's go. Thank you very much for the 19. Really, between both platforms, we're looking at 22 viewers. So thank you very much for that. Who's behind me? Sean. Do some racing. Let's go. Oh, feel like I was forced there. Feel like I was forced. Nowhere to go. Jeez, Wayne's just running away with it at the moment. Oh, who crashed behind us? How is Eugen already third? How's that even possible? We all hit the wall then. Oh no, Sean! I'll have to watch that replay back. Oh, thought Eugene was going into the wall then. Storm behind us now. Gonna try and catch up to Eugene. It looks like he's turboed it or something. Jeez, I thought a 16.4 was good, but Eugene just 15.2. Let's go. Thank you very much for everybody viewing. You can join in if you wish. Oh, that did not work. Oh no. I haven't got a follower on Twitch. Emma, thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Hasn't come through though. Confused by everything. Blade, welcome in, legends. Nah, you don't need to watch the Magpies. Yuck. How many teeth did it cost you to get a life membership, mate? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm a Carlton supporter. Or grew up one, and then I hate the game as it is today. Absolutely, in the game's lost its ways. But the next race after this is Mount Panorama. $15 laps. So watch out for that gold man that they have up in the grandstands. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Glad. Especially what I heard. Nah, don't do it. Don't do it, Daniel. Apparently they've had like something like a 9, like day 3, they had something like a 9% drop on the the stock market. From everybody doing the little strike, all those people that did the strike. I don't know how we managed a 15.6. Yeah, there's been quite a few that have done it. I thought it was actually quite a large drop when you think about it. 8% off the stock market is a big percentage. Especially on a multi-billion-dollar company. Mind you, their shares aren't worth that much, but still pretty crazy. It's crazy to me that, like, Monday we had a very Wednesday we had a very quiet day streaming wise. Comes the league and we're big numbers. Big numbers. But yeah, I think it's reported something like close to 2 million or something like that. 2 million, 1.5 million or something. I'd have to have a look. Because yeah, even the estimated rumored number was quite an interesting one. Oh, they're already trying to price gouge, to be completely honest with you. I was looking at it today because I want to get FC27, and for the Ultimate Team Edition or the Ultimate Edition, you're looking at $220. And then looking at even the base game at 110. It's like I don't get anything physical. There's no physical product I hold at that price. So I'm thinking about just getting it on PC, because then obviously as the year goes on I can then add mods, and that's where I want to go to with that. Well, it's just ridiculous. Anywhere that wants to buy, that's going to be buying GTA 6, really needs to pull their head in. It's more of a boycott to Rockstar by not buying the game. Thought I was waiting on Eugene to actually post a good time, and there it was. I was about to take it. But yeah, I'll be buying FC27 on PC instead of console. Well, it was actually interesting. I saw a post by someone in regards to GTA 6, pretty much just recycling a good, I'm going to say 80% of the characters from GTA 5. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's pretty embarrassing for Rockstar, if that's the case. Yeah, and that's it too. Thank you very much for the 20 likes, legends. Greatly appreciated. And that's the thing. You're buying an R18 game. Why can't I gamble? Why can't I gamble? That's probably the big thing in all of it. How you what? Huh? What do you mean you're on the mediums, bro? You're doing like too much. Might have to put a yeah, that's the big thing too. You know, the worst thing is too, that casino gambling thing. I don't actually think that was a an Australian government thing. I actually believe that was a Rockstar thing. Because they're seeing all the things that our government is doing. They're like, well, we're just going to do this. I don't think it was actually an Australian government thing. Turn it with Josh. Welcome in, Legends. That'd be good, mate. That'd be good. Eugene, you need to slow down, mate. Slow down. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Some more league racing tonight, which has been great fun. I'll have Storm scream past me shortly. I'm trying to work out when Richie pitted. I'm excited to see what how different NASCAR 26 is when it comes to testing out that. Sometimes we only usually we end up with a full lobby by the time the second race is going, and some people don't really want to do Tokyo, so look at this. How many people are going to pick up on that? Richie's refueling. I probably wouldn't have bothered with if I was him. Be more interesting to see how this goes. We've got 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes. Big green patch heading our way. Wonder how many got confused because of that. Oh no. Big blue patch. It's coming. And the DR that Eugene has, Kiwi Dad, is the E. He's on an E DR. Thank you very much for the 21. Really appreciated. Just rev it out. Absolutely rev it out. Yeah, this is one more to play with more than anything else. That's more of his. We had a bunch of people drop out. Oh no, they're all coming around the same corner. Corner 2, turn 2. I'll have to try and find you on the DRN soon too, Josh. Yeah, I think it's like his 4th new account, which is always funny. I thought about doing the same sort of name and everything, but with a number, just to confuse people. You'll just have to DM me your. Actually, I think I know your last name from your LMU account. I'm pretty sure I'll have a 1 behind my name too, because it'll be technically my 2nd account. Sky at night. Well, a technicality would be my 3rd time with a government job, so 2 years Army Reserves, never got an email address for it. They just emailed me on my personal. Then that's it. The best rank you can have, mate. That's what it was always funny. You'd have someone leave and it'd be like, oh, you're leaving on promotion. Just have that job title underneath or in the signature block. we storm. And the AI bot getting that extra lap in. Well done, boys. Well done. And I'll take a P3. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, good recovery by Sean. Good recovery by Sean. I don't want to get why I'm hot. My fan isn't on. Nah, but it'll be good because I'll be able to try and keep doing this. And then I've been told that I can use the Work 3D printer, which is dangerous. But I'll get my own from doing this. And then hopefully before Christmas we can add the present to the room before Christmas, hopefully. But I might have to move the room around just so I can allow the ventilation. I'm pretty sure it was a mistake, but I will save that. I will save that replay because I'm pretty sure it was you and Wayne. Save the replay. Where is it? There we go. Had it on mute. So Eugene, geez, even Richie had a quicker lap time than me. At the same time as you, 158, 158. What was that? What was that in? Aussie? Just a racing incident. But yeah, Eugene up in P1, Storm P2, myself P3. Let's go. Budley, welcome in, legend. We've got Richie, Marty, Aussie Sim Racer, H Jones. Then we've got Sean down under Zex. And then we've got Mr. Elwano all the way back in P9. Well done, gentlemen. Put my head back up on the screen here. Did you run mediums the whole time, did you, mate? But let's jump in. Let's edit this event. It is now a racing event. 15 laps to every Aussie's favorite track on here, which I think is down the bottom. Yep, right here. It doesn't rain here, so we're not going to worry about that. Let's start it in the sunrise. Let's go 5 times. Why not? Oh, how good. How good. Dop, dop, dop. Yes and yes. Let's make that a little bit quicker. 60 seconds should be good. Do you guys want me to just leave it as 5 minutes on the quali? Because the next one is 10 minutes, which I think is a little bit long. Yeah, I think your softs would have been absolutely cooked by the end. Hell yeah, let's go. There, wait. Were you the only one that bought the meat tray? Do we do 5 or 10 minutes for quali? I think we just go with 5 minutes. 5 minutes will be fine. None of that, none of that. There we go. There we go. continuation time longer. It's already set to a minute. It's already set to ages. Yeah, 60 seconds. So make it 2 minutes. Yeah, you did. You got enough meat now to last you 2 weeks. But yeah, if you are watching via the shorts or the vertical stream, throw us a thumbs up. If not, I take it nobody's watching. I'm still trying to work out how to get that going. What I'm probably going to do moving forward with the verticals is I'm still going to run it as a vertical, but it's going to be its own dedicated stream, meaning that when I'm finished with it, I'll just unlist it or set it to private or something. Because yeah, I don't think anybody's actually watching it, which is a bit annoying, but is what it is. But for those that are wanting to jump in and do some league racing, you're more than welcome to. I will drop the... I'll get into the right account first. Probably helps if I just go to my channel. I don't want premium. There we go. There we go. If you want to jump in, you're more than welcome to jump in. Yeah, we'll just work it out. Thank you very much for the 24 likes here on the tube. What we'll do is we'll set up for 5 minutes again, and then once the 5 minutes is up, we will get into it. And this should be, I'm going to say this is probably going to be close to about a 35 to 40 minute race. Telstra. Hacking. Absolutely hacking. But yeah, don't forget to jump on the Instagram. I don't really care for the Twitch. If you don't want to follow me on the Twitch, that's all good too. But the Instagram, I'm trying to grow. I think we're at 45 followers at the moment. Got to go through and schedule a heap of posts on there and get all my... I might have to see if I can get a royal player. Welcome in, legends. Need to get all the shorts up and going. Need to go through a heap of content as well and make shorts and all those other good things. Let's have a look at who's out on the track at the moment. Storm coming through the most exciting part of Mount Panorama as he heads down to Forest Elbow. On the brakes heavily. Monkey for 25 consecutive streams. God damn. I was lurking in yours last night too, Monkey, and then I woke up this morning and I said that I wasn't I was losing my stream streak. I was like, hang on a minute. What is going on? So yeah, fingers crossed I've got it, because I'm pretty sure I'm about to hit my 25th in your next one. Yeah, I had you and Sid, who does geez, Eugene really doesn't know. Oh no, that was Richie. Sid, who does he was doing flight sim last night. He was flying over the Gold Coast. Stream streak is a thing over on Twitch, Budley, where if you've watched for X amount of time, you get yeah, that's all good. TK420, welcome in, legend. Oh, that's not ideal. I don't know how you managed to hurt yourself, but the back is not the best thing to hurt. Oh, here we go, Mr. VX. The other Mick. Zex, Mr. Alwano. Yeah, stream streak is something that's over on Twitch. I think there should be something like that for yeah, I only had 2. I had you, Tony, and then nothing else. What do you mean? You got to be unfortunately, you got to be like pretty consistent with them, Josh. I'm trying to stream in vertical, and I don't know if it works. I've been doing it Wednesday night and tonight, so tonight seems better in concurrent viewership than Wednesday. Wednesday was like low on Wednesday. But yeah, Instagram I know is sort of hit and miss. Yeah, I don't have Vert on Twitch. I only have Vert on YouTube. So I usually just have me, and it's my subscriber bar just here. Then it's a little black line, like a little black line, and then it's the gameplay. I really need to sit there and actually program everything so I can do the music for the or the intro, and I can do the outro. So yeah, I don't know if it's working. I do have it open. I just don't know if it's working. But yeah, it's definitely one of these things where I need to. I just want to know if it's working. If I'm getting out to people. On the tube, because if it's not working, I've got to work something out. Nice screenshot. Welcome in, legend. How are we? Hope you're well. Is it a Pikachu? Oh yes, the the Mikko's Racing VIP. Oh yeah, the Pichu. Yeah, who doesn't love a Pichu? The fading bear. Is it just a chest infection, Mick, or no? So just rest up, mate. Yeah, it apparently doesn't appear on my like For You or my channel page. It just apparently just randomly appears. Which I don't know. But I think next week I'm going to try and set it so it's its own dedicated RSV. Whoa, that's not ideal. Yeah, that's not ideal at all. I'll set up as its own dedicated stream. Yeah, that's definitely not ideal. Oh, what was that? What was that? We got a couple moving in behind us. Monkey, who's got a cat. The only reason why I know they've got a cat is because they've got the window hammock. I'm like, they got a cat. They haven't moved in completely yet, but it was funny. Damn, that is brutal. BX. You know what that tells me? You need to move. You need to A, get out of the mechanic industry, and then B, move. Oh, sorry. Should have told me. I would have waited. No, that's not ideal. Dust mites for a cat, not ideal. Yeah. Do I need to give you scissors to cut the tires? Maybe side cutters. Nah, don't move the Costa. Don't move the Costa. This will probably be a bit too long in the way of a race anyway, if your back's a bit sore, TK. The next one's Watkins Glen. So Watkins Glen will be alright. Move the Brizzy. More stuff to do than Foster. Coughs wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I was meant to note it down the other day, but it will happen again in November. I just got to work out when. Eugen. Oh, I'm a bit not that good with Mount Panorama, but I'll post the 216. The finish line should be here. I put it in my little notebook to remove it. Oh, when's that for? When you just have to watch it? That'd be cool. That would be very cool. Wezzle. Wezzle. That's hilarious. Oh, it's on the 30th, so it's Sunday. Okay. Roger. Nah, that sucks. That sucks. I do thank the 5 watching over on Twitch. Greatly appreciated. And then the 29, the 24 likes on the tube with the 19 concurrent. It will be interesting to see how everything changes with the channel when we go back to work. So that should be interesting. Any tips? I can see it here on my screen here, monkey. Yeah, I thought about doing a chat thing, like a chat on screen, but I'm just trying. Oh, I have nowhere really to put it. I think that's the biggest thing for me, is just trying to work out where to put it. If I'm talking to anybody, I usually use their name. This track is tricky, yet posts a 2:16. All right, mate. Well, what did you think about my idea, monkey, that I said to you in the Discord? Flux, welcome in, legend. I'll try to. We've got the Gran Turismo AI bot. I think it'll be good. I guess the bad thing about it is, because I do this really for 3 hours, it's sort of trying to work out when to put in. I told a mate of mine to do it because do we need to put in this? Hey, what's up? It'd be tires. It's the same like all of them. Just tires and probably fuel. We'll see what happens. Probably fuel. It'll just be tires, mediums and softs. It is a good concept. I tried to get a mate to do it, and he was just like, I don't know if I want to do that. Because I know that he enjoys streaming, but he only streams once a week. But yeah, I might give it a go. I've got to sit down with the wife and talk about it. I'm just going to try and work out how I'm going to do it. That'll be interesting. Oh, is that long one that sits in the ear? Screenshot? Yeah, it's definitely a definitely an idea. Because yeah, I was watching a guy that did Twitch streaming for 30 days, and every month he's doing stuff. Send puppy. Welcome in, mate. Damo. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, I was watching a guy who's going to do 365 days worth of streaming on Twitch, and then each month, or he posted his first month, and his first month was ridiculous to the point where I was sort of like, do I delete my channel and start again? But I'm like, no, don't do that. That's silly. But I also look at it too like this. It's one of those things where you do it for the hour, and yeah, I think he gained in the month. He gained, it was like 490 followers in the time, but most of this what he was streaming was either what's the game with the car with the ball, Rocket League, and then he did Minecraft. So he's been doing a lot of Minecraft, which would definitely get you the followers. So his goal after 12 months was, I'll send you the video. His goal after 12 months is 10,000 followers. So that'll be interesting for him to see how he goes. But yeah, that sort of gave me that idea in regards to that 1 hour situation. Marty should have Bart on the other side. Geez, where'd Sean come from? Thank you, Wayne. Oh, he's pushed Sean wide. Yeah, the 24 hour was, look, it was good, but I think doing it so late, because I'd already been awake for like 12 hours as I started, was this downside to it. So we will reattempt it in November. Then that will be a much more thoroughly planned 24 hour. I'll actually start at like, I'm either deciding on, I'm deciding on 12, but I'm sort of thinking about 10. I think Wayne got bullied, and then he moved out of the way, and then he pushed Sean very wide. Yeah, I ended up being awake for just over 24 hours, especially when I went to bed. I pretty much finished the stream at 6:30, and then had a shower, got into bed at like 7:30. I sort of sat like zoned out at the end of the stream for like a minute. Sun is on the mountain. I like how Eugen is like, yeah, I'm not that good at Mount Panorama. But yeah, it was, I think it ended up being just over 10 hours I raced for. It doesn't help too that there was the new tire update with the yeah, tire physics, and then it rained for the first 4 hours. Oh, Eugen making a mistake there. Yeah, and the fact that I wasn't aware of I didn't think about the physics update for the power pack sort of threw me, because the Inters just didn't like the wet. Well, have a nap and then fire some missiles. Have a good nap. Oh, that's right. It's 15 laps, isn't it? There's no point rushing life, that's for sure. Yeah, well, pretty much the whole... I decided to enter to go onto Inters. And then... Thanks for ever unliked. That's greatly appreciated. And I could not keep the car straight. Like, Inters were just absolutely, it was like pretty much running softs. I might as well have ran softs. Jordy, how are we, legends? Yeah, the 10 hours was a bit exhausting, that's for sure. Racing in the rain, it's a lot different. It is hugely different. Flux can confirm that with me. So that Tokyo race, the first like 3 laps are wet, and I was doing it on the sports hards, and that was a bit of an interesting one. Yeah, but I hope it's not. I hope it's like not the hypercars. I hope it's like Group C, because then that would be cool. Yeah, usually in the before the update, the Inters were a very good grippy tire for when it was like, you know, two bar moisture. But now, like, it doesn't even, they don't even like the 1 bar moisture, which is a bit disappointing. Oh, I managed a faster time. See, I don't know how Eugene has managed a 2:17.5. You call it a 6. And I'm 2 seconds off that pace. It does get like that sometimes, though. Like, I play on controller as well. Sometimes, depending on what I'm doing. Or when it comes to Gran Turismo, anyway. But obviously, any other title that isn't racing title, it's usually on the wheel. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. I thought Eugene was on the grass then. I was like, what are you doing there, mate? Got Richie screaming behind me. Yeah, nice. Look on Facebook Marketplace for PS5. Don't buy brand new. Save your money where you can. It also depends too on how much you want to spend on a rig. More drunks in the street at 10 a.m. That's ridiculous. Those X's coming in for the tires already. I got the TR80S, which is pretty good. You can also look at looking at how much it would cost you to make your own, just without the alloy. Just buy the. I don't know how we managed to get around there and not spin. Because yeah, that might be a cheaper option as well. But yeah, there's plenty of. I know there's plenty of rigs up in Queensland for sale. Plenty of rigs. Thanks very much for everybody that has tuned in tonight. Greatly appreciate the support. yeah. Oh, look, the year has been an interesting one. Third year, Mick. No. Sorry to hear, mate. Sorry to hear. Is there anything in particular, or you don't have to say? Is Foster more of a retiree place? No, that's not ideal at all. Sorry to hear. Thank you very much for the 25. I wonder if we got a sneaky 5 in us. Sneaky 5 of you that haven't hit the like button yet. To get us the big 3-0. Oh. 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 Nah. Usually, once we do this, it's the week done, Flux. Alright, Josh, thanks for tuning in, mate. Greatly appreciate the support. I'll probably catch you in your next one, whenever that is. But yeah, usually when we hold leagues, Flux, that's it, done. Alright, mate. Alright, Damo, thanks very much for tuning in, mate. I feel like Richie keeps sneaking in as Eugene disappears into the distance. Thanks very much for the race like. Aussie, how are we, legend? Hey, who ended up winning? I might go in for my tyres. Dog's lost. Oh. Ah, pretty standard. Pretty standard. Pretty standard with the favorite child playing. Come on. I don't understand how it takes so long to get there. Yet you've got the likes of Saint Croissant, who's in and out 17 seconds. Tell me how that makes sense. Oh, I wonder how Richie's going. He's going to pit. I'm all up. Looks like he's pitting. On the mediums as well. I don't understand how you guys do it. Understand how these guys do it. Such quick times already, and then they're on mediums, huh? I was on the softs and Richie just chewing the times. Yeah, I don't really hope it's Group 1. I to be honest, I hope it's Group C. That's my honest opinion. I hope it's Group C. Like, when you really look at it, we had new hypercars twice in the space of 4 weeks. We had it at Le Mans, and then we had it at Watkins Glen. And don't get me wrong, it's great and all, but if we see Group 1 again, Yeah. Oh, look, I get, you know, the excitement over it, but I also think it's seeing Group 1 again, or hypercars there again in the space of 3 months is a bit and this is the thing, you know, people can sit there and say to me, oh, you complain, enjoy the game. It's like there is so much variety that this game has, especially when it comes to dailies, that we see the same tracks on repeat, the same combinations on repeat, and it's just it makes it disappointing some weeks where it's just like, why are we doing that? Why are we seeing that? Like to see Le Mans again, and I think that the other thing too, it's like mediums and then inters and wets. Who's to say it's not just there's no, like, who's to say there is weather? But yeah, I think it's just it's disappointing that the direction that PD goes is how it is, if that makes sense. Because race C this week, great. Group 2, St. Croix or Croissant, as you guys know, like I like to call it. And then there's just one of these things where, you know, it comes into the following week. Yeah, it looks great on paper until we see what car it is, and then we could all be like, oh, really? That's why I say I want to see Group C this week or next week, because Group C we haven't seen in a very long time. Like Group 2 at St. Croissant, that's... Go around me, Richie. Don't flash me, mate. Yeah, it's like, it's all good to have Le Mans. Le Mans is always a good fast track, but I don't want to see hypercars again. Might as well just let storm in. That was ridiculous. What's our next one? Watkins Glen. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what we have next at Watkins Glen as well, or Race B. No storms on the softs. Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking too, but there has been weeks where we've copped Group 3 multiple times in a row before we saw Group 4. No, you didn't. You didn't crash at all, mate. What are you on about? Oh, what's Storm gonna do here? Oh, I thought he was gonna go at it, so I tried to give him some space. Ah. Well, you're up 15 seconds still, mate. I don't know what you're on about. And then you come in and you say, oh, I'm not good with Mount Panorama. Full of doo-doo, mate. Full of doo-doo. Oh. Just trying to get out of the way, Storm, and then you just... Oh, Forest Elbow is where you were talking about. I was trying to work out where you said you crashed. Oh, on the final corner. Okay. Well, GG's to Storm. I wasn't sure whether to take the corner. I'd just dive bomb the absolute crap out of him, but thought, nah, let's hold back. Let's hold back. Oh, but what about the racing? Yeah, I'll save this one because I also got to have a look at the incident in the first race. I did call it. I did say I was going to be about 35 minutes for this race. All right, mate. Thanks very much for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. We'll see you next week, hopefully. Ooh, clean race start. Yeah, I don't know how you guys I don't know how you A+ drivers manage to do the times you do in the results you do. Or is it this one? This one? No? No, it's still that. Where did we go? Here. Here it is. That's what I'm wanting. Obviously, Eugene again taking okay. Taking P1 again. Richie taking P2. Storm P3 by just over a second, or just under a second. Nice little battling in the last couple of last two sectors there between myself and him. And then we have Mr. H. Jones taking P5. Zex 6. Sean 7th. Alwano's moved up a position to P8 with Marty in the end. Well raced, gentlemen. Well raced. Let's get the next one up and going. Another enduro, another 30 minutes. This one is at Watkins Glen. So if you are lurking and want to jump in, now is your chance. I don't even think it rains here, does it? Imagine the rain at Watkins Glen. So good. Oh, why did I do that? So let's first pop on again. Everything's pretty normal. Make that 90 seconds. Yeah, that's Eugene. That is Eugene. Yeah, let's get into it, eh? Let's get into it. We've had two drop out. Who was the other one that dropped out? Oh, no, it was just the one, wasn't it? It was Mr. Aussie Sim. Mr. Aussie Sim. But if you are lurking, be sure to jump in if that's what you've been waiting for. But yeah, I thank you all very much for tuning in for the night. Jesus. But yeah, the old AI bot is an A+ driver anyway. But TK, if you're there, mates, if you're there, now's your chance. Now is your chance. Well, let's go. Let's go. Last race of the night. Watkins, Glen, 30 minutes. Gr.4 Toyota 86. Excuse me. And then I'll get off my lazy bum and update the last 2 weeks worth, or the last 3 weeks worth of league racing. Got to get that all sorted. And then we will go from there. Yeah. We've got an E rating in here. We've got the old AI bot. I'm pretty sure they'll forever stay an E rating. Oh, excuse me. Let's give it. Let's have a look. Let's give it 5 minutes. And then let's go from there. Send out the 5-minute warning. Yeah, if there's anybody that is lurking and wants to jump in, more than welcome to do so. Oh, the Bulldogs knocking out the knocking off the Collywobbles. How much is a win? How much a win is again? No. Just goes to him. Just goes to the one. I will need to excuse me, update that. Oh, these are the qualifying final matches. Ah. And there was like a wild card in there as well, wasn't there? Bugger. So the top two teams must have a rest out of this. That'll be interesting. No? No? Don't even know how that works anymore. Lost interest in the sport years ago. 3 minutes to go. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. But I hope all is well. I hope everybody's been enjoying the league racing. Let's have a look at who's out there at the moment. Mr. Storm. Flying through the bus stop. Mr. Elgato. Coming around the back. The T1. No, you're around the back. Richie. Eugene hitting the grass. Nice rolling shot of Sean. Zex, myself, Marty. Let's see what old mate that's jumped in is doing. Italians, A+. See what he wants to do. No, actually, I forgot to save the replay on that last race. Pretty sure. Yeah, didn't expect Italians to hang around. Sex and Sean, T1, going past them. There we go. Excuse me. Excuse me. But what I will do is I'll have a look at what races Eugene has been in over the season in his different accounts. And I'll calculate it. Just to have a look. Hello? Anybody there? Oh. Oops, X is still on the mediums. And how we manage that, but I'll take it. Such a tight couple of corners. Way too wide. hoping most people can get 2 laps in. Yeah. We were talking about this earlier. Aussie's hoping for Group 1. I'm sure it'll probably be Group 3 again at Watkins. And then whatever Suzuka is. Could you imagine if it's 3, 4... No, because it won't be 3, Group 3 at Suzuka because of sports mediums. But yeah, I'm hoping it's Group C out Le Mans, but it's probably looking like it's going to be rain, so that will be an interesting one. So yeah, next week will be a bit of a disappointing one, even if we've got Group 1 again. Oh, LMU, yeah. It's why I'm doing NASCAR 26 in a few weeks too, Daniel. When that drops, you guys can, it'll be the day that I stream it will be the day that you got it, it's released, 18th of September, so that should be a good one. So yeah, look, I definitely understand the frustration. That's for sure. Definitely understand the frustration. Unfortunately, it seems that way, which doesn't really bother me at the moment. But I will have a look. Actually, let's have a look. So it looks like going off what's it's got here. NASCAR 26 launches for the PlayStation 5 on the 18th of September, but physical pre-orders or specific listings for it do not currently appear to be on EB Games. So yeah, it's a digital. Here we go. All right, Eugene. Thanks very much, mate. Thanks very much for joining in. But yeah, it's disappointing, but I'll definitely be giving it a go regardless. It's just, yeah, one of those things that as we move into that physical removal of discs and everything, you would think that you would see prices come down, but looking at it, prices are still going to be over the top. So stop. So it's disappointing, but I guess it is what it is. But yeah, I've just gone to the stage where I'll just start buying old games. Old games and do everything. Start building up a catalogue of all the older stuff. Gucci's trying to get past. Are they all in a folder or all in their cases? Trying to, mate. Trying to. Our comic shirt, because it's always a good laugh. Oh, Wayno. I'll squeeze through here, thank you very much. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I mean, half tempted to get a PlayStation again, like an OG PlayStation, but I've also got a Nintendo 64, and I also know too there's many different ways to game nowadays, and I could just buy a mini PC, slap a 8 terabytes hard drive in it after spending $3 grand on that, and then or even a 4 terabyte, 2 terabyte, run an emulator and hook it up to the TV, and that just be a secondary console. Yeah, there's definitely many different ways how to game nowadays, and I also know, you know, taking away from that physical aspect is sad, but it's also sort of where we're going, unfortunately. It's like lately, I don't know if you've been seeing it, but there's been a lot of guys on YouTube that have been downloading their like games off Steam and turning them into a physical disc in a way. Which is pretty, I think, is pretty cool. But yeah, it is sad to see physicals go. But to be honest, probably the only physicals I would get is GT7 and all the FIFAs. That's sort of where I've been putting it myself. Like, I bought FIFA 16 a little while back. Really enjoyed playing that again. A lot slower in the way of gameplay, but it's the nostalgia and the experience and all of playing all of that, which is nice. I've actually probably what I would probably look at doing if I was to do anything in the way of a handheld from like a PlayStation would actually turn it into like a what's the new one? PlayStation what? What's the handheld one that they've released? But convert it into a handheld, but that handheld is it's got a disc drive on the disc drives on the back, and then you can play all the original PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4 games, so on and so forth. Damn, I thought I was on for a much quicker time. Oh, look, I don't think I'll be going to the next-gen console unless it's something that really stands out to me. It's something like Gran Turismo 8, even if that stays on PlayStation, it's like, is it really something that I'm wanting to jump into? Because when you really like break it down and have a look at it and all those, look at all the cars, 90% of the cars that are in Gran Turismo have been in every Gran Turismo. The last three, 90% of what we have has all been in the previous one. Like, why are we limited to just playing this on PlayStation, and then limited to what cars there are, and PD in its entirety, like with the daily races that we get given, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Once in every 6 months, we might see a different race. Like obviously Saint Croissant with Group 2. But it's definitely one of those things where you know, is Gran Turismo 8 going to be better? Is, you know, because we're waiting on the likes of LMU, and once that comes to it, how many Gran Turismo guys are going to jump ship? Oh, is that what happened? Is that where you went? Yeah, it's rinse and repeat. And then, like I've also said you know, like I've said in some people's chats, I've been called a complainer or a moaner because Gran Turismo isn't doing what we as the sports online audience, or you know, content creator wants from PD. And it's just like, well, we don't want the rinse and repeat races. We don't want to be doing the same thing every week. Like, you've got 88 Group 3 cars. I think between Group 3 and Group 4, it's like 160 cars just there. Why is it the same car every week that is the fastest car? Like, surely some programming in there could definitely change it up. But thank you very much for the 30. It's greatly appreciated. Most annoying pit stop in the world. All right, Marty, thanks very much, mate. Greatly appreciated. You know, I don't want to jump in and have to do the same races again. Like the same things in Gran Turismo 8, like, oh wow, the graphics are better, congratulations. Like, it's terrible, it's silly. Oh, Zex with a 3. Yeah, when you really break it down, unless they're going to release Gran Turismo, the original game, back in its full glory with sports mode and everything that's now to do with modern, I don't want it. I don't want it. You know, we complain about the poor track selection when it comes to dailies. Who's to say that when it comes to Gran Turismo 8 and they add 5 or 6 or even 5 or 6 tracks back to Gran Turismo 7, who's to say that we're going to see them in a daily race B or daily race C? And I think that's the thing in all of it. A lot of people say, hey, we want this, we want that, but they're not willing to speak up about it. And I think that's exactly where, you know, the likes of myself and maybe a few others, when we do videos and we go, we don't want this, we don't want that. Because I know myself personally, I'd love to see 2 or 3 tracks make a comeback to Gran Turismo that have the ability to be fun, like Awesome Ring. There was the Seattle Street Circuit. I can't recall what that was, but that was great fun. But yeah, it's definitely disappointing in the direction where I see the sports mode going. That will keep flashing up until we hit 31, unfortunately. 31 likes. I appreciate the 30, thank you. Yeah, like Rory's told me to enjoy the game, stop moaning about it. And it's just like, mate, I can see that you're exhausted from this. And that's why you do the 24-hour races over on iRacing with the GT Griefers. And like, even you look back at Rory's old stuff, ACC, bit of iRacing. You know, he's just stuck to Gran Turismo because that's what he enjoys, without having to spend too much money. Gran Turismo 7 needs to do some improvements. It's just trying to work out how they're going to do that. Like, when are we going to get the 20-car lobbies that we were promised? You know, allow us to run multi-class when it comes to these sort of races without having to, you know, at least allow multi-class to run 30 in a lobby. You know, I think that would be cool if we did a multi-class race, and then you can have 10 hypercars and 10 Group 3s, and then 10, you know, of a Group C car or something. Like, why is it the likes of iRacing and LMU can have these 60-car grids, yet PD GT7 still is stuck on 16? I'll get to message you in a minute. Yeah, and I think too the paid content part of it, like when you really break it down, the paid content was a once-off payment, which wasn't too bad. It gave us a different style of racing with the ability to unlock a couple of cars and then win, I think, what was it, 10 million credits in total with a couple of 24-hour races, which is not too bad when you sort of break it down in its entirety, but it was bound to happen. Because you look at, you know, the environment that we live in, everything is subscriptions and everything is subscription based and everything's microtransactions, and it's no different to FC27 and FIFA Career Mode, FIFA Ultimate Team and all of that. Microtransactions through the wazoo. And it's just it's a bit ridiculous with how it all is. That's why I'm excited to see what NASCAR 26 brings, even if it's unfortunately a digital game. Yeah, and that's why I'm only doing, like, when I buy EA or EA FC, it's only for career mode. I don't do Ultimate Team or any of that. Too many sweats. Got some work to do. Maybe I should start on the mediums. Surely someone out there to smash a like button to get rid of the damn... Oh yeah, to get rid of the damn 30 liker. But yeah, 2K has been like that for, I'm gonna say 15 years now. So I remember it would have been, it would have been 15, because yeah, 20... would have been 2012, because I was still living at home. I my brother would play online and I'd buy points for him. Probably spent like $100 in like 2 weeks on points. but and I enjoyed the career mode aspect of it. But yeah, like even microtransactions nowadays would be ridiculous to see how much a company makes from that. For those on Twitch, when we finish this, I will push you guys across to someone else. I'll start rating more people over on Twitch. Seeming apparently, you know, nobody raids each other on the tube or redirects other people on the tube. Yeah, I think I'm gonna PISS that one off, and that can just be I'll just automatically have that as the button, I think. It doesn't keep repeating every 3 minutes. I also think me going back to work as well is going to be good, because I'll probably actually look forward to seeing what the daily races actually are when that all comes. Now everybody's tires are. Well, I felt like I was on. So I don't understand this. It has that overcastness of like it's going to rain, but they can't even program it to rain. Like why even have tracks in here that are real life, minus your Tokyo Expressway, that it doesn't rain at? Why is there only 11 tracks in all of Gran Turismo that rain? Like why doesn't it rain at Mount Panorama? Why doesn't it rain here? These are two tracks where it rains quite often. Oh, I thought I was going to hit the wall then. I feel like there's something keeps biting me on the leg. Someone forgot to do something. Richie. Oh, I bet. I tried to do a double maneuver, but didn't pay off, unfortunately. No points for you. Why? What happened? What happened? Let's have a look at the results. We go Richie, Storm, Zex, Sean, Alwano, and myself with doesn't mean no points. I only realized that in qualies and I wasn't going to go through and say anything. And then obviously Marty will still get points. But that was some fun. There we go. Another week of league done and dusted. I am going to try and make yeah. Thought I'll change it up a little bit to so you wasn't penalty central. I will try my best this week to someone needs to hit the like button. Like, come on. It's freaking annoying. No, it definitely wasn't faster. But yeah, that one wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. But yeah, with I guess with Group 3, obviously I've learned a lot from running Group 4. Group 3 will be a bit more, what's the word? A bit more put together. Go away. A bit more put together, and yeah, that should be fun because those will be same car, different, like Group 3, different car every week for the 8 weeks. So I will post that in the Discord. I'll do a post as well for the Group 3s. I thought that's what had happened because I was catching up to you through the bus stop, lost control on the way out. And then Alwano got past Mr. Wayne Davies. But yeah, obviously Group 3 is going to be a little bit more strategic. I'm probably going to try and get everything done in the space of a 2-hour period. Instead of this, 3 hour, what are we, we're looking at just over 3 hours, sort of a 2 to 2.5 hour period. So yeah, that's what the end sort of goal is when it comes to that. So I'll be doing my best to try and do what I can. Let's see what this gives us. 3-star. I feel like I would have. An absolute tragic spin wheel. Always the second smallest stack of cash. Always 10k. I swear, it's always what I get. But yeah, it's definitely been an experience. These 8.6s, that's for sure. Go away, man. I have to turn that off. Just repeats like many times in the space of 15 seconds. It's a 6-second clip. Just repeats. Unless someone can hit the like or unlike, one of the two. But yeah, obviously Group 3 is going to be a lot more fun, a lot more, probably a little bit better than doing just tires all the time. I will look at doing a bit more of a fuel tire strat, so that should be good. And then I don't know if you guys want to do. I'll have to look at what tracks are happening for most of it. But yeah, I'll do a bit more planning. We've still got really about a month until the Group 3s. Until the Group 3s kick off again, or the league nights kick off. So it shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad at all. But there we are, done and dusted for the night. So fingers crossed. No, actually, yeah, we're done and dusted for the night. There's no fingers crossed for anything. We know what the next week's races are going to be. So that's going to be okay. I guess we'll cry and moan about them on Monday when they're here with what cars we get. But yeah, I have to say the H6 is a very underrated Group 4 car. But that's all right. That's all right. Not a problem. Not a problem. But yeah. Until next time, no matter where you are in this, yeah. So we've got Suzuka's Group A, Race A. We've got Watkins Glen as Race B, and then we've got Le Mans with possibly rain. How I'm sort of seeing it as wrong button. Hypercars again at Le Mans, which, to be fair, terrible. I hate seeing repeats of things, and you guys know what I'm like with that. But yeah, for those that participated, thank you very much for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. And we will see you next week. So yeah, have a good weekend. Have a safe one. Stop it. Far out. I'm gonna have to delete that. Because I guarantee you, it'll be halfway through the outro and it'll be cutting it away. But yeah, thank you very much for everybody. Wherever you are in this world, have a good morning, have a good day, have a good night. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you Monday. Exactly what I was expecting. Oh my god. Where is this? Actions, cues, actions. This one. Disabled. Try again.
Yeah. 14 time. Helmets off. Race damage in the side. Lights dim. You were right here, right in every turn we battle. Thank you for watching, make those blessings. Hit that subscribe. Keep the engine blazing. Same time, same place. drop a little comment. See you again, I will miss you. Thank you for watching me go racing. Hit that subscribe. Keep the engine blazing. Same time, same place. Same time, same place. See you next time. Same time, same place. Same time, same place. See you again next time. Let me try. Oh yeah.
Bye, have a great time.